You are listening to the No Invite Podcast.
Season 3.
The progression.
Follow us on Instagram at no_invite_podcast or look us up on YouTube at No Invite Podcast.
The best kept secret.
Bang, we back. No Invite Podcast. Season 3, The Progression, episode 89, the last of the 80s. You feel me? We're pushing off into the 90s. And of course, you know, we had to have a special guest. We call him alumni because once you're here more than one time, you're official. He knows what the No Invite about, and we're happy to have him back. Marley420, how are you?
Man, brother, I am good. Just been, working and consistently with the music shit. Just been, take care of family and do what I do best, bro.
I mean, and that's all we could do, right? You know what I mean? Take care of family, do the things that you want to do, as needed. We all got priorities, so I respect that, bro. One thing I can say about you, though, that I've been noticing is you've been working consistently. You've been consistently at it. And, it's good that you came back and chopped it up with us because I know you've been busy working on a few things. So tell me what you've been up to lately.
Lately, I just been, to be honest, I was probably like in a couple of weeks ago, I was in the hospital. I had diabetes issues and stuff, so that kind of messed me up a little bit. But, I had to bounce back and get back to the grind because, I got to drop this new music, different shit going on and everything. And I got a video shoot coming soon. Dropping my next installment EP called It's My Turn. It's going to be a 10-track EP. It's going to be pretty much basically by myself.
So who produced it? Who produced the album?
It's gonna be my engineer Stan Nash. He's gonna produce the whole album. The same dude that did that produced Let Me Smoke My Weed 1, 2, and 3. He's been behind me ever since then. Been seeing my vision, so he's the one that's gonna be working on the album with me.
That's dope, man. I like. Don't get me wrong. I like to work with all kinds of. Producers, but when it comes to being able to be in the studio with the producer, and he so happens to be the engineer as well, that's a big plus. I've been working with a producer / artist / engineer recently, and we just been I could like it's easy with him because he knows, what I mean. He knows he knows he has his own artistic vision, and it just makes it a lot easier to work. You said that, you've been steady on it. You got a video shoot. What's the video about?
I just dropped a bonus track to Let Me Smoke My Weed 3 song called Smokin' Driving. I'm doing a video shoot for that. It's my very first one. It's supposed to be shooting Saturday, June the 4th. And then I'm going to be working on my other single, which is Best Thing Smokin'. We're going to do another video for that. And, I'm just going to be chopping out visuals and, and then plus I'm going to be chopping some new visuals for my new up-and-coming album also.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. Now that you've been doing this for some time, because you just recently started actually putting your music out, you know what I mean? And you said you turned up the gear and started taking it more serious. So now that you're in it for a while and you see how things operate, what is one of the things that you feel you need to help you along and push you along to your goals?
Just grind hard every day. You never know. You got to grind hard, to push your goal where you want to be at in life, in general. You got to just grind hard every day because if you don't grind, you ain't shit without grinding.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. I guess really it's just only a matter of time, really. Like a lot of times I see a lot of people and they don't have their grind don't match their hunger, their ambition. They'll be really hungry,
exactly.
But their grind don't mind. And you got to have that. And unfortunately, you got to find ways. You got to be at places. You got to network with people, work with the right people. You got to have consistent flow of product because it's not like how it used to be. You got to continuously keep dropping music.
And then you got to be hungry for it too. You got to be actually hungry. You can't just, do shit and then expect that everything is going to fall for yourself. You got to be hungry enough to just put things out and, you know, keep it moving and just, you know, keep hustling at it.
Yeah, and that's right. It's discipline, you know what I mean? To keep going, you know, you got to have that. A lot of people don't have the discipline in order to take it to the next level. So it's hard, you know what I mean? It's a different vibe, but I tell a lot of people, a lot of very dope, talented artists that I know that should have way more stuff out, should be chasing down their dreams a lot harder than they are. And, you know, I'm not here to tell nobody what to dream or what they want. Maybe that's what they want. But I see a lot of people with a lot of talent, but they do not have the discipline or the work ethic that matches that talent. And if they did, they would probably be very successful. And more than likely would be very successful in what they're doing.
Exactly.
So what is it now that you're trying to, after Let Me Smoke My Weed 3, what is the next step as far as musically?
After Let Me Smoke My Weed 3, to be honest, it's a
trilogy, right? It's the end of the trilogy.
Yeah, it was the end of the trilogy. To be honest, I had to kind of let that go because, you know, that was like I said in the first interview, that was my thing that I created, you know, with the whole weed smoking music and everything. And now I really want to keep going with different styles, different shit, different energy. I want to work with different artists and, you know, not just in local towns. I want to work with artists all over the world. Like, you know, it don't matter if it's international, hip hop, reggae, you know, it don't matter to me. Like, I just want to do something different because I'm a different artist that I like to work with different people because I hear the sound that they, you know, make when it comes to making music. And I want to, you know, just scrap for it and, you know, just do something different.
That's dope, man. That's dope. I hear you, bro. And I mean, just staying consistent right there alone is going to take you a lot of places that you didn't think it would. You know what I mean? It ain't just the obvious. You feel what I'm saying? But it's a good thing. Right now, what are you smoking? What kind of what's inside the paper and what kind of paper is it?
Right now I'm smoking gelato. That's one of my favorite strains. That's a strains. One of my favorite strains. I love gelato. Right now I got it like in a regular Swisher Sweet blunt, you know. That's all I fuck with. It's a Swisher Sweet. Straight
Swisher, no flavor swishers or nothing?
Nah, just straight regular Swishers. I don't deal with the flavor shit because I don't like the way that you know, the different flavors make you feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's too much like the aftertaste to it. I don't like the aftertaste. I like to taste my weed.
Yeah, that's kind of the same reason why I only smoke papers. Like, I'll smoke a blunt with somebody if they got it, you know, backwoods and whatnot. Swishers, I used to smoke them all the time. But if we're keeping it 100, all I smoke is papers because I've gotten to the point where I'm smoking it's better for your lungs. But not only that, like you said, I want to taste my weed. I don't want to taste nothing else. The minimal paper as possible. I just want to roll one and just, you know, and see what all these hardworking folks have been growing. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's an art that they do themselves. You know what I'm saying? By themselves.
Exactly.
But yeah,
and
man,
plus, I fuck with the hip rollers or whatever. Like I
fuck with those too.
Yeah, I fuck with those, especially the ones with the cones in it. I fuck with those, but other than that, I just been you know, messing with the blunts for the longest because that's what I've been taught how to roll first was a blunt.
Yeah, and a lot of I get it. I could dig it too because a lot of people they shy away from rolling joints because it that in itself is an art, you know, and you got to be able to roll them right. You roll them too tight. They ain't smoking. You rolling too loose, it's falling apart on you. And it's like with blunts, I think blunts is just a hack. You feel me? That's why it's like one of the first things that people learn how to roll because it's easy. You know, it's rare that you roll a blunt too fucking tight. You know what I mean? Like, it just don't happen really. You know what I mean? So, so you know how I mean, you can still roll a blunt loose though, because I be seeing some of these motherfuckers. So,
and thin blunts too. Also,
I don't do thin blunts. I don't do thin nothing. I mean, you know, what I mean?
My shit gotta be fat.
Yeah, for real. So look, now that you've been what is I want to still talk about the music with you, bro, because you've been consistent, bro. I've seen you working. I see you constantly moving. Your episode is the most viewed episode, just to put it out
wow.
there.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, out of all the interview episodes of No Invite Podcast, yours, I believe, is the most viewed. A lot of people showed up for you. That means you have a following behind you. Now, how do you plan to take your following along with you on your journey? Because they fuck with you, obviously, whoever it is, family, friends, strangers, or a combination of everything, you know what I mean? You obviously have people's attention. So how do you like include your fan base? Because that's what they want nowadays, you know what I mean?
To be honest, I see like other artists, like for example with Khalifa, I see how he built up his fan base. I see how other artists built up their fan base. And I thought to myself, like, I really want to do something to have a great crowd of fans to be like, okay, I fuck with this dude. I like his music. I like his style. I like, everything that he does, you know what I'm saying? And I want to keep, having those fans around because, this is not it for me. I still got more albums. I still got more shit that I want to do. So I just want everybody to be on the listen out for me,
Well, hey man, well that's a good thing. You at least we know that you're gonna be evolving and doing your best to always bring something fresh to the table, like and that's respect. Your fan base.
Anything for my fans, man. Anything for my fans.
Your fan base is shout out to them. It's important to always, like, no matter what. I don't care if it's 2 people at the show. I'm gonna give you a show. You dig what I'm saying? Or if it's 2 people that listen to my shit, it's going to be worth it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, we always got to shout out the fans and the people that support us and that believe in us, because it ain't no greater belief than actually seeing people react to it and feel your shit or not feel it or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's
also, your boy been getting kind of blasted lately. I got that tats. I got the Riley from the Boondocks.
Okay. Who been doing who does your ink?
My homeboy Chris Hernandez. He's out here in the High-Des area. He been doing my inks for me.
That's dope, man. That's dope. That's what's up. What's the one place you want to get a tattoo at, but nobody wants you to get it there?
To be honest, I want to get a big ass California the outlining on my back. Because I'm from California and I want to rep my city. So that's the only one I really want. Is the one on my back.
That's what's up, man. That's dope. You can do a lot with that too, because it's like if you get one all over your back, you could fill it in different ways and all kinds of shade. And I want to get something.
I see most people, they be having like the name of the different cities on there. I seen this one dude, he had like a big ass the Ferris wheel on his back with the Venice Beach background.
That's
I thought that shit was sick.
Yeah, that's dope, yeah. Yeah, man, I'm definitely in the market right now for some more tattoos. So you might see me pop up one day with something somewhere noticeable. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But that's dope, man. So okay, right now, now that we've done this again, so only me and you are gonna know what that means. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now that we are back at it in the room in on the Zoom again, tell me for the people, really, tell the people. Who were your like main influences musically when you were growing up? Who did you and it don't got to be growing up, just in general, because we're all influenced by somebody, whether people want to admit it or not. You know what I mean? But who were some of the people that influenced you coming up and made you feel like you could be a rapper or wanted to start doing music?
I listened to a lot of old school music back in the day growing up. My grandma, she used to listen to old school music. She was into like, Earth, Wind and Fire, Frankie Beverly and Maze, and she was into Cameo,
Oh, yeah, that's the shit.
She was into all of that, and then with me now, it's like I listen to a lot of like Snoop Dogg's. I listen to a lot of Dom Kennedy. I listen to Nipsey Hussle, of course, Kendrick Lamar. Those be the ones that have been really wanting me to do music because that's what I really love is the music.
That's dope. That's dope. I respect that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. All those guys you just named are people that I follow and I listen to and I appreciate and influences. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at them and you see how they're doing things and just especially when they push the envelope. You know what I mean? I know you've seen that Kendrick video where his face morphs into everybody. I thought that was genius, bro. I seen that. I was like, yo, once again, he didn't change.
Done it again, yeah. And then when he did that Nipsey face, that brought me down. Like that made me feel like, damn, like Nipsey was really right there.
It's crazy how these new videos and this technology shit works like that now that they can morph your face like that because at times it was so flawless. I couldn't tell, like I couldn't catch that it would move, it had morphed. You know what I mean? It was just like it was like a blink of an eye, and then it's like, oh shit, you know what I mean? It wasn't like you could see it. So,
right.
But yeah, man, dope influences, man, dope artists. You know, they kind of set the tone and the tempo. There's a lot of dope artists right now. There's a lot of dope artists that are getting caught up because of social media. I see how you move on social media, and you're never doing too much. You're never, stressed out on or like, taking it out on people, or you're always chill on your social media. You're always upbeat. And I feel like that's important nowadays, man, because...
Yeah, I mean, I even also do TikTok, actually, my daughter, she had me, download TikTok, and I've been started watching it, and I've been started seeing other people doing it, and I'm like, oh, cool, I'll be wanting to do TikTok, so... that gets me going, throughout the day and, just do shit to, keep your mind off what's going on in the world with this whole racism shit, with this whole, everything. Just like when that white kid out there, he had shot up, those 10 black people. And, that was just like, wow, it messes with your mind because, the simple fact that we still live racism, to this day. And it's like, it never dies. It never fails.
Unfortunately, bro, there's always a reminder and there's always somebody out there doing some fucked up, stupid ass shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's difficult, man. It's difficult because it's like sometimes you feel like you can't do nothing. And it's other times you just start to feel like you don't give a fuck no more. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then, and then everything in between. So, by you doing this music, and I always tell people all the time, same thing with the podcast. That's why it's another thing that I like to talk about certain things on my podcast. But for the most part, I try to keep it upbeat for people. There's a lot of shit going on in the world. You guys don't need another reminder. So when I get on here, I try to interview my folks, my peoples. We talk, and if we happen to talk about it, we talk about it because we're not going to shy away from nothing. But at the same time, we always try to make sure that we're not pushing that, you know what I mean? Like pushing more hate. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like we come on this show, interview people, we do the podcast, and we try to keep it, you know what I mean, on the up and up just because of that. Because we want to be a distraction, but we want to be like a healthy distraction. You know what I mean? When you come listen to the podcast, you get to hear artists talk their shit. You get to hear their perspective, their life, what they going through. You know what I mean? And hopefully at the end of the day, you maybe even learn something. So I salute you, bro, for maintaining a positive attitude, through no matter what's going on. That's an underrated factor that a lot of people should pick up on. You know what I mean? But salute you, bro. Thank you for being on the thing, bro. Do you got any shout outs? Do you got anything that you want to announce before we head up out?
Oh, yeah, for sure. First, I want to start off with the shout-outs. Shout out to my wife, Candy. I love you, baby. You've been rocking with me. We've been going through ups and downs, But, throughout the day, we still a team. We still together. I love you. Shout out to my 2 daughters, Kayla and Ashley. I love you guys. Y'all been a part of my biggest influences, too. Shout out to my best friends, Liz and Alex. I've been working with them for a while at the Goodwill when I was, doing my job thing. And we've been friends ever since then. Shout out to my engineer, Stan Nash. Shout out to my other homeboy, my other big brother, Justified. Shout out to the fellas, Taliban Camp, Fully on Gang. We got some new projects coming soon. We gonna do like a little reunion album type of thing. We're gonna get together soon and work on that, the rest of the fellas.
Well, I'm gonna say it right now. Y'all gotta come get me for a feature to be on that. I want to be on that reunion album. I know I'm not camp or nothing like that, but I've been fucking with y'all, so I want to try. Oh yeah,
you gonna always
your boy, throw your boy a verse somewhere in there. You dig?
No matter what, you gonna always be a part of the camp. You been fucking with us for the longest, so you always be part of that.
I've top, man. You already know. Well, with that being said, keep going.
My bad. Yeah, and then also, I'm working on, like I said, my album is my turn. It's a 10-track EP. I got 3 songs that I'm gonna drop out on there. One called 3 a.m. City Lights. The other one is called Grind on Me. I'm doing the remake to it, with a different beat. I got another song called Pole Dancer in This House. It's like a little strip club joint for the album. Other than that, I got, like I said, a Smokin Driver video coming soon. Oh, my birthday coming soon. I'm having to look like a little birthday bash and everything in July. Other than that, your boy gonna be working, grinding, making more music, and surprising y'all. And maybe, we might have like another surprise album or something like that,
Well, man, I see your foot to the pedal, bro. And I want to shout you out for spending some time over here and enlightening the people on what we got going on. Me, I just want to shout out the fellas, the whole Taliban Camp, Fully on Gang. Shout out RiBirth Entertainment, the whole family, the commission. This is the No Invite Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at no_invite_podcast. You could also go to any of your favorite podcasting platforms, type in No Invite Podcast. We will pop up. If you really fuck with us, you really support us, and you really want to show us how down you are with the whole No Invite movement and all these artists that come over here and spend their time, then you could go subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's YouTube Media Filmz on what's it called? It's RiBirth Media Filmz with a Z on YouTube. That's our channel. That's where we like to have y'all over there rocking with us too, so we could continue to drop some bonus episodes and other bonus content from the RiBirth family, the RiBirth umbrella. With that being said, bro, this is episode 89, season 3, The Progression. Marley420, once again, thank you so much for pulling up, man. Let Me Smoke My Weed 1, 2, and 3. The trilogy.
It's out now on SoundCloud.
That's what I'm talking about. With that being said, we out. Y'all have a good one.